Nigeria, where it's not the consequences of oil production has left bitter pills in the mouth of many Nigerians. Talking about the issue of oil spill, for instance, in the country, there's been a recorded between 9 to 13 million barrels of crude oil that have been spilled in the Niger Delta ecosystem since oil production began in 1958, and about 7,000 incidents annual average. And this averages to about 240,000 barrels of crude oil spilled every year. What a waste. And then between January 2019 and April 2021, the government regulator NOSTRA, they recorded 881 spill incidents, totaling about 43,000 barrels. Also in 2024, that's the most recent, Nigeria recorded at least 589 oil spills in 2024, resulting in about 19,000 barrels of oil spilled. This shows a decrease from 1,162 spills recorded in 2023. Major causes: sabotage, oil theft, vandalism are major drivers of this unfortunate incident, which is costing the country a whole lot. Now, let's discuss perhaps a new way to do things that may be able to solve this problem with Anthony Igbigbi. Is a waste management expert, joins us virtually from Delta State. Hi, Anthony. Good afternoon and welcome to the program.
Hey, good afternoon and thanks for having me here.
Great. So this issue of oil spill, maybe to some Nigerians who are not exactly staying close to the Niger Delta area, the reality is not so much. For you, you are in Delta states, you are into dealing with all of this oil pollution. What's the reality? What's the impact that people face every day when we talk about oil pollution?
Well, thank you. From my end, what we see here is extremely disastrous. You know, in this area, these our farmlands, our rivers, and our fishing area are very closely connected to all these drilling sites, even offshore and onshore. So there's every tendency for spill into our land and our water, which has really, really destroyed our environment in extreme cases where farmers can no longer use their farms, where the water are being polluted with hazardous contaminants. And it has really even affected the health of the personnel living around this area. So it's really, really something of great concern. And there's really need for an emergency to make sure that this thing is really, really handled properly and professionally with new technologies.
Yeah, talking about new technology, I hear something about solid controls and modern oil drilling operations. What's that about?
All right, solid control actually is a process of removing drill cuttings as well as waste from those substances that are drilled from the ground, including the chemical mixed using in drilling. So solid control, what they do actually is that they tend to remove those waste and reduce any hazardous substance that is later going to be discharged, because the waste coming out from these drilling processes are really, really extreme and much, and there's need for specialized way to treat these waste before you can dispose them properly. And there are several technologies which are on ground, and as a solid control expert, and I've experienced it firsthand, and we have used it, and it has worked, and it has really, really helped in reducing the discharge and the pollution we are facing in these areas.
So that means it's already operational in Nigeria, but is it widely adopted?
Yes, many companies are adopting these different technologies, but there's still need for the campaign for it to go around so that everybody around can really use it to limit and reduce extremely this impacts of disposal of this oil polluted waste around our environment, because it's really, really, really hurting our environment. You could see farmers not be able to go to their farms. You see waters being polluted. You see fishermen can't even have a livelihood of going to the river to fish and feed their family. And this is even affecting the economy, because not being able to fish and sell, farmers not being able to go to their farms, it turns back and affects our economy in this country.
So are you saying that this solids control will stop this pollution that we're talking about, or it will just reduce it, limit it?
There is many fronts to really discuss and handle these issues, because apart from using modern technologies to try to reduce and dispose this thing properly according to regulation standard, there's still need for government intervention in policies and inspections of all these drilling sites to ensure that everything is done according to regulation standards. So apart from these technologies, there's need for training, there's need for more research, research into pollution units that can be accepted into the environment. So there are different fronts this thing can be fought, but in the aspect of solid control equipment, it has really reduced this effect to a good level, if I can say that for now.
Yeah, so I mean, the world is talking about sustainability even as we speak. World leaders are in Brazil, for COP30 and all of that. So everybody's talking about sustainability. Sustainable drilling in this case, what does that look like?
Well, when you say sustainable drilling, it's really hard to see where we can get it 100% correct. Because from what I see from my own front end, I can see that the companies, they are trying, but because of lack of in-house inspection, they will choose to forego most of these guidelines in aspect of profit. When you put profit and the guidelines and without proper inspection, they will just choose to go for profit. So there's every need for the government to really enforce inspections in order for the sustainability of all these new modern technologies to be enforced, like in other modern countries.
And I know being technology, it will obviously be capital intensive, and these companies will need help in that area.
If I may say, fighting or doing the proper disposal of waste, it also benefits this company in a way, because if you are properly treating your waste, definitely you are going to have lesser waste. And if you are having lesser waste, means you are going to have lesser disposal costs and transportation of those waste produce. So it will really benefit them. And there's an aspect of recycling. If you are recycling these drilling fluids and some of all these things used, some chemicals used in drilling, it will really go a long way, because those chemicals are very expensive. So if you really focus on waste management and proper disposal and working with the government, you will really end up helping your own company, because you'll be able to save enough through recycling, save enough through disposal costs, and you will even help yourself by evading non-compliance fees and legal battles for improper disposing. So it's a win-win for everybody if they can only just stick to the standard of doing things.
All right, Anthony. Anthony Igbe is a waste management expert. Thank you so much for sharing your time and thoughts with us this afternoon.
Thank you very much.